Texas State Representative Dustin Burrows, chair of the Texas State House Investigative Committee, speaking out after a 77-page report was released to the families of the 21 victims of the Robb Elementary School massacre. He says no one took charge of that chaotic scene that tragic day, and there was multiple systemic failures from different entities. Sam Brock has some of the biggest takeaways from the report.
The most comprehensive report issued to date on Uvalde's mass tragedy offers a scathing critique of all agencies linked to the response. In the report's words, egregiously poor decision-making, including this moment, minutes after the gunman opened fire on 2 classrooms and a handful of officers retreated. The report noting they failed to prioritize saving the lives of innocent victims over their own safety. The investigating committee also found 376 law enforcement officers arrived on scene, most from state and federal agencies. Just 5 were Uvalde school police officers. The authors highlighting a command vacuum that went unfilled. These local officials were not the only ones expected to supply the leadership needed during this tragedy.
The fact that there was no overall commander outside the building where there should have been one should have been known by many. At a minimum, there was multiple opportunities, depending on the relative training and experience of law enforcement officers, to at least ask more questions.
While heavily armed officers stood in the school hallway for more than an hour, Arnulfo Reyes's 11 students were dying in room 111 as he struggled for air after 2 gunshot wounds.
He's shooting in my room, and they run back this way. I couldn't run. Why should they run? They have tactical gear, they have bulletproof vests, and they ran. My kids didn't have bulletproof vests. I didn't have bulletproof vests.
The finger pointing permeating the state for weeks, with family members feeling like none of their questions were being answered.
What happened has already happened, but is there any change doing? Anybody been fired?
The report also highlighting other system-wide failures, including poor Wi-Fi connectivity that likely delayed lockdown alerts, and a lock on Reyes's classroom door known to be faulty, yet it was not repaired. As for the gunman, a year before the massacre, he was known on social media platforms as school shooter because of threats to other users, the report says. But those warning signs, among others, fell through the cracks. The mistakes potentially adding up to 21 lives stolen from those who love them.
Do you think if they had gotten in there after minutes, or even 20 or 30 minutes, as opposed to an hour and 20 minutes, children's lives would have been saved?
Yes. Yes. One of my students just had a gunshot to the stomach, and that if he would have been taken care of earlier, he would have made it.
That was Sam Brock reporting. Also new today, Uvalde's mayor announcing additional action, the release of police body camera video. The city's acting police chief is now on administrative leave to investigate if there was a responsibility to take command.